Football is a sport where you don't need many things to play. All you need is a kit and a ball and you're good to go. Also, some players because playing alone is boring. Even if you need some extra thing, you can get a shin guard, a jersey, and gloves if you're a keeper. It's not an expensive sport. You see, this sport is all about skills and nothing else. But this is just the soft side of this sport. There's also one quite weird side, and today we're going to explore that weird side only. It's interesting enough to think that there are some things that we don't know about. Today, we are exploring the possibility of weird things. In this video, we are going to talk about 5 weird accessories that football players use. They're pretty weird, and you wouldn't even be able to guess things that are on this list. Trust me, they're super weird, but yes, also super useful. So let's see what they are and be ready to get surprised. The first one on the list is glasses. No, not the sunglasses that make you look fantastic, and not the one that you wear because of your eyesight, and definitely not the one that you stole from your friend. I'm talking about some different glasses. I'm talking about the glasses that Edgar David wore. Edgar David is one of the most talented and skillful players in the history of football. But in 1999, his career was almost over due to his critical health condition. This condition was a consequence of a head injury that he suffered in 1995. This injury reflected on his vision, and he had to go through surgery for glaucoma. Glaucoma is an eye disease that results in damage to the optic nerve and causes vision loss. But due to excellent doctors and an excellent surgery, his eyesight was stabilized. But things won't be the same after the surgery. He had to wear these glasses to play again and to return as soon as possible back to the pitch. He had to wear protective glasses since his eyes were weak. He wore these iconic glasses for the first time on September 4th, 1999. These glasses become a style icon, and David was recognized by them, or I would say they got recognized by David. It's confusing, so use whichever terms you see fit. David is not the only player who wears glasses. There are many others, but nowadays, players usually prefer contacts. The Football Association recommends glasses should have polycarbonate lenses, and a sports band, not temple pieces, should secure the frame. Good polycarbonate is virtually unbreakable and will sustain the impact of a ball or finger. Referees should ensure the players are not a danger to themselves or any other player on the pitch. So, yes, you can also wear glasses and look cool and maybe get some girls, but make sure that they're not hurting anyone. On number 4, we have a mask, a face mask. But not the mask that we have to wear due to COVID. But seriously, go ahead and be safe. It's good to wear a mask. My friends are suffering from COVID, so I must tell you, it's good to wear a mask, and if you're an introvert, it won't cost you much, and you won't have to live with fear of getting recognized by the people. The mask that I'm talking about is the one that footballers wear in the middle of the match. I'm sure that many of you saw players wearing this mask, and if you stop to wonder why these players are wearing this, we're going to solve this mystery for you. Just wait for like a minute and you'll get all your answers. I wish I would have got the answers to the questions of what is easy, loving someone or being loved by someone. Well, the reason why players wear this mask is because of a broken nose. Yes, you heard me right. Broken nose. Let's take it in a future context. Let's just suppose you're playing a match and the ball flew out of nowhere, come to you directly and hit your face so hard that you break your nose. Now you're an essential part of the team and there is an important match next week that you have to play. And if you're on the bench, then there's a good chance that your team will lose. So, what now? It's straightforward. You go and buy one of these masks. They're like plaster that helps your nose to be at a particular place so that the players can still play easily without waiting for it to heal completely. Now there are still risks, like if you fall in your face or something, but it's still an extra layer of protection that'll make sure that you can play. And in the big league, this is all that matters, right? On number 3, we have snoot. Now we all know that snoot is, there is no need to explain this, but why are these being used in football? Well, it could be a good question. In football, the snoot is used for the same purpose that we use it in general life, to keep your face warm. When players are playing in cold temperatures, it becomes necessary to keep the face warm. And the snoot also looks super cool. I mean, just look at this thing. It gives you that relaxed look on the field and also keeps your ears and face warm. But there is the catch. Football Association has banned the use of snoot. They said that it could harm the player itself and could also harm other players too. They went far to say that if any player would get spotted wearing a snoot while playing on the field, then that player would get a yellow card. Well, I have my questions. How can this thing be used to harm someone? Are players going to strangle each other now, or are they John Wick? But I guess there are some questions that you will never get an answer to. Same as I won't ever get the answer to the question, wait, why did I say it before? Deja vu. Number 2, we have helmet. Not the one that players use in American football. Those helmets are something else, and that sport is something else. Well, let's not talk about something that I know nothing about. The helmet. And no, not the one that your dirty mind thinks. So, what would people need a helmet in soccer? Well, if you have a head injury in the previous game and you need to play the next game, then you will need it. The same thing that was with the mask, nothing else. I don't want to repeat the story, so go back if you want to listen to it. These helmets are really useful. Their analysis focused on the clashing of heads, which is the most likely way that soccer players would get a concussion. They found that such a clash could impart upward of 150 G of force on each player. They tested each available helmet using dummies and conducted tests on mannequins without any headgear. They then ran the results through an equation designed to represent the predictive concussion incidence of one player over a season. So, these are the things that came in really handy when it was a brutal game. I won't recommend playing the game after a head injury, but if you really want to play, then please wear a helmet. At least you'll have an extra layer of protection. Now let's talk about the last thing that's on the list. Number 1, we have kinesiology tape. Tape, a literal tape. If you ever saw players wearing a tape kind of things on their muscles and wondered what these are, then this is a day when you will get your answer. That tape thing is called kinesiology tape. Athletes wear these tapes so that they can recover faster from a muscle injury. At least, that is what the doctors are saying. This is the only use of this tape, and it helps you to recover. So, next time you have a muscle injury, try to use this. I'm sure it'll help. Well, these were 5 weird accessories that football players use. That was all for today. Now, you tell us which one of these accessories is your favorite in the comments. Do subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated with the world of soccer, and press the bell icon. There is always more to learn about soccer. So, on the right, we have 6 most weirdest referee decisions. And on the left, we have 5 moments when players lose their control. Please go check them out. Until next time, bye-bye.